What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? The Birdcage is on the road in Toronto, Canada, aka Maple Syrup City. But before we get to it, man, hit that like and subscribe button. We got some things that we're going to go over tonight, and we got a special guest in the house. So sit back, relax. We got you covered. It's the Birdcage, y'all. Let's go.
Okay, y'all, this is it.
What's going on, y'all? You know how we get down. You either get right or you get left, baby. We in the Maple City, dog, the far north. Let's get to it. This is your boy, the historian. I got this energy for y'all tonight. But before I get my energy off, I got my cat, my right-hand partner, and we got some other folks that's going to be coming through. We got K-Dub in the building, baby. We got a good one tonight.
Already great to be in the building with historian. And
man, so what's happening with you, man?
Like I said, man. Hey, look, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be in the building. Let's go.
Hey, man.
I'm ready to get into this.
You slid in on me in Philly last week, bro. We had mistakes out there, bro.
Yeah, I had to slide up to Philly, check out my boy, the historian. He took me on a great tour around the city, a great ambassador for the city of Philly, man. I'll be back up there to check him out. It was outstanding. Kicking it with my Birdcage partner. Forever. Let's go.
Always, man. And the best part about this thing tonight, the ball, like we say, we keep passing the ball around. Great Falcon content creators that always slide through. But we got somebody in here that's not just a Falcons content creator. He's also a local foodie around the city. And he also has a show called The 90s, bruh. Vibe. You know what I'm saying? We got our guy, Debo Vibes in the building. Y'all catch him on his show. What's up, Debo? Welcome to the cage, baby.
Hey, historian K-Dub, man. Hey, man, first and foremost, thank y'all so much for having me on the Birdcage, man. Big time fan about what y'all be doing, man. I love the show. And for me to, take part in it, man, I'm looking forward to have a good night, man. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Thank you so much for having me on, man. Let's get it.
Man, we definitely appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to stop by with us because, again, you talk about the 90s ride with your brother.
Yes, sir.
Do y'all thing or whatnot. You might catch him on the show with T. Will or whatnot every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? But Debo's been very busy building up his brand, getting his show right, and definitely putting the breath into a great show that he's bringing around, man. 90s vibe and really showing a piece of Atlanta as you've never seen it before from the food side of things
for sure.
Supporting the local mom and pop shops. So, man, continue to keep riding out for the city and doing your thing. But look, the only thing we going to ride out for is these birds tonight. So we going to go ahead and get this thing started, man. So let's talk about it. K-Dub, you know what? I had the muzzle on you for a minute because of Michael Penix Jr. Tonight, I got to let you cut loose. I got to let you cut loose a little bit tonight. So, and we going to let Debo jump on it. He's the guest tonight, but we going to let K-Dub talk about it. Cam Newton's message to Michael Penix Jr., ladies and gentlemen. If you looked at his podcast, recently, Cam told Michael Penix Jr., you're a talented player. You got to sit in your back pocket. You got this. But guess what? The same way you get this job is the same way you'll lose your job. So understand this. Most people would say that. Old people would say that. Let's be honest. When you hear older folks say it, grandma used to tell me all the time, the same way you got that woman right there is the same way you're going to lose. Rest in peace, Miss Mercedes Broadnecks. Definitely, you schooled me on that. And it's not just for women. It also is for life. The same energy that you put out and the same way that you get something is the same way that you can lose it. So he's got to continue to keep putting positive energy into getting the starting job, not turning into a jerk, trying to get some things right. But, man, it's huge that he got a compliment from a Heisman Trophy winner and former league MVP. Debo, I got to let you start it off, and then K-Dub, and then I'm going to bring in Graybeard once he gets his stuff situated or whatnot. So, Debo, you're first up at the table, first in the cage, first time. How do you feel about this, sir?
Yeah, man, you brought up a little bit ago, man, as far as like the elders back in the day. My grandmother, man, rest her soul, man, she always said, one thing's for certain, two things for sure. Time will tell. So, you know, you always got to follow your elders' advice. So what Cam Newton's saying, what he's saying right there, man, is like basically saying be humble. And the main thing about what Cam said, man, Cam Newton, he's all about the ATL. So, you know what I'm saying? Cam Newton wants Michael Penix Jr. to go out there and succeed, man. Michael Penix Jr. has the potential to be the best quarterback the franchise has seen. If he just does what he's supposed to do, go out there, you know what I'm saying, grip it and rip it, just throw the ball around, man, have a good time. But at the same time, stay humble. Don't get big-headed. And I love the way Cam said it. I mean, Cam, he said it perfectly, and it only took him like 10 seconds to say it. You know what I mean? So, and if I'm Michael Penix Jr., man, let's just listen to him. And the cool thing about it is, man, Michael Penix Jr. is getting some advice from some unbelievable quarterbacks. Of course, he sat down, you know, saying Michael Vick. They had a conversation. Now Cam Newton's reaching out to the brother saying, hey, this is what you got to do pretty much. So he has these key ATL athletes, man, these individuals who know the city and know how the city works and knows how the city operates, coming to Michael Penix Jr. and say, hey, this is what you need to do to be successful, not just for the Falcons, but for the city of Atlanta to embrace you. And so with him seeing that, and that's how I took it, man. I think it was well said, to be honest with you, bro.
K-Dub, it's your moment. You got it.
Hey, look, I mean, hey, no, just to piggyback off what Debo was saying, I mean, he's already a humble kid, just staying and remaining humble. He got some excellent quarterbacks. I was going to say the same things that are in his ear because all the other quarterbacks that we had starting here did not have the backing of Matt Ryan and Michael Vick, the two of the best quarterbacks to play in this organization. So he has the right backing, he has the right up, and I think he's made of the right stuff. I mean, I'm going out on the limb and saying that, which is a lot because he hasn't really shown us nothing to this point in those 3 games, but you know, just flashes in the pan. He's showing us flashes of being great, but he's not being great now. But like I said, I've been on Michael Penix before anybody else was on him early, so I just got it, man. So he just has to stay and remain humble, like Debo was saying, and continue to be, remain himself where his feet is, and continue to strive and continue to always want to get better each and every day, each and every practice, each and every walkthrough, and continue to lead this team like no other person has ever led this team before. Like I said, once you win a championship here, man, I don't even know what's going to happen because it never happened before. So, I mean, you had uncharted waters if you bring a championship to the city of Atlanta, and you will always be.
He walks in the steps of Hank Aaron because Hank brought notoriety to the city when he came down. He already had a championship when he hit 715. You know, you talk about Dominique Wilkins, picking up the slack from Pistol Pete when he left. You get what I'm saying? And then you look at Chipper Jones, who stepped in Atlanta once Dale Murphy left. And congratulations to Dale Murphy, by the way, finally getting into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. It took way too long.
Way too long.
It's just as pathetic as Pete Rose still not even being up in there yet and not being able to see it. So, hey, but Penix has the chance to walk in the footsteps of those who've done well in this city and been just ambassadors for the city at this point. So that's how we see it. But Graybeard, how do you feel about the situation?
Yeah. First and foremost, sorry for being tardy, but yeah, man, I gotta piggyback with Debo and of course the Penix conductor himself, Chew. But yeah, man, I think he's
Choo
taking in.
choo.
You ain't never lied about that. But I think he's taking in everything that Cam told him. Cause you know Cam Newton, man, he gonna give it to you straight with no chasing. So I mean, he taking it in, man. But I do like Penix poise. He taking in all the information that he's getting from Matt Ryan. I mean, he had to get down with Michael Vick, which y'all need to. If y'all didn't check that y'all need to check that out because that was a good little interview that they had. So yeah, man. Everybody in Atlanta should be excited about this young kid potential.
I'm trying to figure out why Vic ain't up there coaching.
Well, but here's the thing: he got to get his experience up, and he's going to start that journey with Norfolk State this year. I'll be at the Norfolk State and Delaware State game that he and his former teammate Deshaun Jackson.
Man, I wish I could be there for that.
In that ball game, and that right there is going to be taking place in Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. For those that are around the DMV area and the Pennsylvania area around that time, that will be the same day that Georgia will be handing out an L to the Alabama Crimson Tide. So
I concur.
I've been having to hear a lot of trash talk as of late, and I ain't said nothing. I just been letting it go. But I'm at the point where I'll have decorum on the show, but understand that I won't have too much decorum with certain things. I'm just being politically correct right now. So let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the smell of football.
Let me stop before I get these folks.
I can smell the grass blade.
I'm stirring the pot right now, and I don't need to be stirring the pot. That's K-Dub out to stir the pot, not mine.
It's almost that glorious time of the year, man. Go ahead and strap in right now.
But speaking of stirring the pot, here's something else that was stirred up. Garrett Wilson's deal literally reset the wide receiver market. How does this affect Atlanta? And how does this affect Drake London's future? Because he's coming up on the end of his contract. You're going to have to pay him. Kyle Pitts is coming up on the contract. You got Bijan that's going to come up soon. And you also have right now Tyler Algier, who will be coming up soon. Mm-hmm. So this right here can play because it's an article that's out right now where they're already saying why the Falcons aren't working on Kyle Pitts' extension, and they're uncertain with his troubling contract update. So right now, it's getting ugly in Atlanta right now. So how do you guys feel that this wide receiver core was reset or whatnot?
I mean, I like the direction that we went. I think they went with we got Draco doing his thing, man. He have been kind of bump Bama, but he's been with everything. He's been advertised. we drafted him.
Keep it real now, though. Keep it 100.
Yeah, keep it 100, man. You better get this smoke. But now he's been advertised, man. So I know he's gonna get paid. I don't think too many people worried about Draco. Draco gonna get his money. Mm-hmm. If Kyle Pitt and maybe Tyler Algier, the cloud of uncertainty, because we don't know if he's gonna still be an Atlanta Falcon because of the way that you can be Bijan and him on the field. And Kyle Pitt, look, to me, the only way Kyle Pitt get paid is he has to ball. Is that just it? He has to ball. I mean, he had to literally put up freaking Brock Bauer number to get paid.
And that right there is going to be hard to do because you're talking about an offense now that's predicated on spreading the ball around, and Kyle is not going to be the main focus of the offense.
Absolutely not.
I think we need to use him as a red zone option and use him in this season coming up as a guy that, okay, we're not going to pay you that type of money that you think that you were going to get because you hadn't earned that since you've been here. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's going off potential. But my thing is, if he can become a devastating red zone weapon for Atlanta, I think we have something here if we use him properly.
Wasn't that supposed to be the whole purpose of drafting him, but him being pretty athletic?
I'm gonna give you this. And shout out to Miss Connie Carberg, former scout for the New York Jets, who came through.
Great interview.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what she said. He's got potential to be a great player, but he's very unenthused. And this is from the first woman scout who did this. This came from her mouth.
Yeah.
Conversation we had off the record. And it wasn't bad because she thinks he has talent. It's just the fact that if you're going to come in, you got to work. You can't just sit there and just throw temper tantrums because you're not getting your way. You're a paid professional at this point. And at this level, you have to perform. That's just like us. Let's be real. Us veterans. We had to go in and perform our duties in the service.
Yeah.
Whether we were sick, hurt, tired, didn't want to do it, bad attitude. If you didn't do that, you lose your stripes or you lose your paycheck.
All the above.
Or depending on the type of leadership you had, they might have tried to book you and put you pretty much sit you in the brig, depending on how bad it was. So again, you have to pay attention to all the signs. And I respect someone who drafted a Hall of Fame D tackle in Joe Klecko and a guy that needs to be in the Hall of Fame in Mark Gastineau, and putting together one of the greatest defensive lines in NFL history.
New York Stock Exchange,
and she also drafted Wesley Walker, by the way, too. Great wide receiver for the Jets. Dang. So she helped draft him and put the notes out there. So what I'm saying is, at this point, the money has to be spread evenly, and it has to be invested into people that are going to pay dividends when they get an opportunity to shine. Even whether it's a major role, whether it's a minor role, you've got to perform when your number is called.
I mean, I think for the Falcon front office, man, we really got to get mindful of the fact that, next year our cap is going to be significantly higher,
right?
And whatever, because we have to be wise with our money. We haven't been wise with our money for the past couple of years. As you can see, we've been in cap hell quite a few times. So I know that's going to be paying dividends on how we go on with paying our players that coming up on contract, especially with Bijan and Draco. They want to keep that core of Penix, Draco, and Bijan together. They want that nucleus. If Cal can ball, sure, but he ain't going to be getting no getting tight end money. I'll let you know that right now.
Yeah. But here's
I think they keep that.
Go ahead, K-Dub. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying I think same thing that Gray was expounding on. I think they keep that three together. And anybody else, if you play yourself into a contract or an extension, we'll find some money for you. But Draco will get his money. Penix, of course, is going to get his money. And Bijan is definitely going to get his money because that's what we're going to be. Our MO is we're going to be a run it down your throat football team and heavy play action. So that's what I see us being. And defense going to play lights out, get the ball back and get it back to Penix's hand. Let's go. Let's do the same thing and continue to do that until we go win a Super Bowl, man. But I don't see Algier coming back. I was having this discussion with someone at work. I just don't see in a world where we keep Algier because I just think he's going to go cash in on a big contract somewhere else, which I would not saying he doesn't like the city of Atlanta and the situation he's in. You just have to maximize the dollars when they're on the table for you. So I just feel like we move on and we get us another backup to go behind Bijan and Kyle Pitts to just be like loafing in the mist right now. I mean, like I said, they give him the option to play himself or, basically see what he has left on this contract. In the contract, I don't think no team will want you, to be honest with you, because that's when you really perform in your contract year. That's when you go out and put up 13, 14, 1,500 yards, receiving 8, 9, 10, 12 touchdowns and get teams to pay you. If you can't produce in a contract year, sir, I don't think a lot of teams in the NFL are going to even want to touch you. I'm just being honest.
I got a question. Before you talk, I got a question. If he balls out, do you see this franchise? Do you see our organization franchise tagging him?
I'm gonna be honest.
I think they'll I think they'll keep him around because they drafted him just to save face. But I mean, go ahead, story.
I'm gonna say no, and the reason I say no is because you've had opportunities and you really didn't take advantage of the opportunities when the team was still trying to grow its legs. You were supposed to be the guy that they leaned on while these young guys were coming up and really getting their feet wet and understanding that you have to carry a certain amount of the load. Now, all of that is not on him.
Right.
Some of that does fall on that play call.
Yeah.
Some of that falls on the quarterback play. But again, all that was thrown out of the window when Brock Bowers did what he did. That destroyed that whole argument.
Correct.
Yeah. That destroyed that whole argument.
Three quarterbacks.
And I got three quarterbacks. Yes. And I got to do this one time. Debo, what do you think?
Man, all right. So in reference to Draco, man, the Draco camp and his family got to be smiling ear to ear, bro. Because you look at these contracts that have given these wide receivers with, Justin Jefferson with that huge contract. You know what I'm saying? Jamar Chase, that contract, I think is like 140. Like I said, Jefferson is like 160. And then you got Garrett Wilson, who just signed this fat contract. So, yeah, Draco he has to be next in line because the market's been set. And Drake London has the potential of being a top 5 wide receiver in the league. You know what I mean? So, they got, you know what I'm saying? And then the cap space is going to be looking a lot more different last year. This year, not so much. I mean, we're in cap hell right now, as was illustrated a little bit ago. But yeah, I think right now, signing Drake London to an extended contract, that has to be a priority for a front office. Reference to Kyle Pitts, I don't talk about Kyle Pitts. To be honest with you, I don't talk about Kyle Pitts because, like I said, I can go on diatribe about him. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to raise my blood pressure up with it. Not tonight, because
no need you having no heart attack on here. So
no, sir, we're not having a heart attack. Let's not go viral, man, with a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is this: I present all the time on one podcast when the name Kyle Pitts comes up. I've never seen, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, I've never seen somebody come in their 5th year and they're still talking about he has potential.
That's a fair.
Someone question, yeah. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. So and again, if he does his thing, he does his thing. My thing is this though: Draco has the same quarterback Kyle Pitts been having.
Yeah, that is true.
And there's one other person that agreed with me, and we stood 10 toes down on this, and we caught all kinds of hell. Now we got somebody in here that's very, very pretty much. Here you go. You got certain fans verifying this. You had a former NFL scout,
yes,
verify this, and she still scouts the game to this day.
Right.
Just that.
So that's. But like I said,
when you hear voices like that say that, okay, yeah, he got potential, but here's the thing. How many years can you have potential and you're not applying your potential to become great?
Correct.
I don't know.
I mean, I've never seen anything like it.
All I'm
saying is this here: faith without works is just words being spat with strong conviction.
I hear you.
I'm gonna change subjects on y'all on this one.
I hear you.
I done turned it from the historian to a little bit of the philosopher with that one. I know.
That was deep right there, bro. That was deep, man.
Poe.
and if I see any of you content creators out here trying to steal it, it's already been said and it's already trademarked on this show. And we have witnesses that have witnessed.
I just heard myself, bro. So yeah.
I heard it too.
If you use it, you better give me my 50%. Not 25, not 10. I want 50. I want half.
Man, 65%. No, 65, bro.
No. Look, I'm gonna stall him out, Debo.
65. Don't stall. Oh, okay. All right. You gonna stall him? Okay.
I'm stall him out a little bit. 50 is fair.
That's fair.
55.
But let's get to it. Now, if you do decide to go in another direction, because guess what? You have something that just broke recently, less than 24 hours. Justin Ross was waived by the Kansas City Chiefs. Do the Falcons call for him? Because we have 10 receivers on the roster. We already know 3 of them are going to be here. Okay. Daryl Hodge got his spot. He ain't going nowhere. That's your 4th option. Now, you got Nash, Washington, Skinner, Blair. You have so many of these guys that are out here right now. that are on special teams or whatnot. But Justin Ross is a proven veteran.
Right.
And you bring him into this offense with a Michael Penix Jr., things get a little bit scarier with that type of production.
I mean,
what do y'all do? You think the Falcons should
got the money?
At least just see what he's talking about now that the Chiefs let him go?
Yeah, I mean, you can see what he's talking about money-wise.
Pass on him, bring to work, see what he's at. I mean, I think we need, always can use more depth in the back end because you've seen out the last 3-4 years, whatever, and another receiver. So I say kick the tires on him, see where he's at, see if he can catch a ball from a left-handed quarterback with ease, and let's go, man. These young guys, I can see you coming up through the ranks, with injury, because people are always going down with a little nick or ding, but it may not be your time this year because we're trying to go and run and make something happen. So if we can be the missing, we need that receiving core to get the free up other guys to get them open. I'm all for it. So and he's good in the private workout here with the. I'm all for going for tires on.
I think for me, man, I think acting probably. I mean, I don't mind bringing in new talent because it's only gonna make our wide receiver room better. And we already know good depth is probably going to be your best depth going forward, especially if you're trying to make a playoff run. So I don't mind bringing the man we talking about. I mean, he can't be acting for outrageous numbers or whatnot. So the question is, if he want to come, try to be like that veteran coach, or do he want to get paid?
Yeah. I mean,
And my thing is, you have all these talented players. You have all these talented players or whatnot that are on this team. Justin Ross is a guy that could really open up a ton of things for this passing game because Drake is going to be who Drake is. He's going to get the tough catches. Drake is not the burner. If I got to consider him, he's got the great hands. He's strong. He's physical. And he's going to move the chains. Now, the difference between he and Mike Evans got speed on him, even as an old man. He get away from him. But Drake is one of those guys who is an amazing player that's going to body you. You bring in a Justin Ross. I'm just saying hypothetically, folks. You bring in a Justin Ross who can actually run, good route runner, attacks the football at a high point, understands how to break through a defense when they're playing zone, understands how to play one-on-one coverage, literally is a guy that is damn near uncoverable. It's hard to stop him. Right. Now, he had drop issues at one point, but every receiver goes through a slump like that. Hell, Jerry Rice started his career with drops.
Correct.
So when you look at this kid here, he's still in his prime. He's still really worth kicking the tires for, and you bring him in with a Michael Penix Jr. who can get the ball to him. And with this offense, all I'm going to say is good luck. And we were talking about Pitts. If they did decide to move on from Pitts, Joshua Simon's already been making noise. I keep telling folks about it. It's not hype. It's really real. He's a guy that can come in and produce and actually fit the role of this offense because our offense is very similar to what he played in South Carolina with Lenore Sellers. And when you got a quarterback like Penix that can spread the ball around to everybody and everybody is going to eat on this offense, you put that there, the red zone threat has become even more earnest or even more dire for opposing defenses.
For sure.
That's what happens now.
Yeah.
Because you already got guys that are over 6'1", and they all going to jump. That's all I'm saying.
If like you said, in your scenario, we bring in Justin Ross and he makes a team. You put in this offense in the red zone with Kyle Pitts, Justin Ross, and Draco, bro. You know what I'm saying? That the efficiency. If it works itself out the way we would hope it would, then yeah, they'd be a feared offense, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be totally with bringing Justin Ross in just to see what we can get. We might get a Justin Ross, you know what I'm saying, from Clemson, who balled out his freshman year and sophomore year. You know what I'm saying?
Who used to cover him every day? I want to ask you this, Debo.
Yeah.
Who used to cover him every day in
AJ Terrell.
And think about it. And I hate to say it, but AJ got cooked by him even when he was in the league.
Yeah, he did.
He did. Yes, he did. He did.
Look, unfortunately, y'all need to look at that footage because when they played against each other, it was just there. You can't deny it because this man has cooked some of the best DBs in the league. So you bring him in. All I'm gonna say is this, Debo. You bring him in with this offense and the playmakers that are here, and Zach Robinson is now a lot more comfortable, and he's starting to understand how to use different weapons.
Yeah,
that right there would be a dangerous combination if we were to kick the tires, but the price has got to be right too.
If I'm Zach Robinson and Ike Hillier, I'm talking to, having some conversations with Terry Fontenot saying, hey, can we possibly bring this guy in? But like I said, the price has to be right.
And so in the next topic that we have, gentlemen, I got something for you. Falcons could possibly dump a valuable veteran before the season even starts. It's a rumor. I don't believe it's going to happen because you just paid him. They're talking about getting rid of Floyd, and I'm like, y'all really want to? Y'all really y'all talking rid of this man?
I was like, nah.
Ain't no way.
I want to hear y'all's opinion on this because it's picked up life. It has picked up life. I'm just saying, it's out there. It's already on social media. They're talking about it's a possibility.
My thing is that if good a draft that we did, and we did a good draft in an even better undrafted free agency with a company undrafted pick that we got. If we were to pull something like this, just let them know something in our front office need to be fixed this year, not next year. Not 2 years from now, but right now. Because the fact that y'all came and got this man, paid him, and now you trying to get rid of him, and then he's still going to be on our cap. Bruh, come on. This better be false. This better be fake news.
On top of that, Gray Beard, what was the overarching thing that everybody's talking about in the offseason? We got to improve this pass rush.
Right.
Leonard Floyd, Leonard Floyd, you know what I'm saying? He has a little bit tread of tire. But he's efficient as a pass rusher. So you got a guy who knows what he's doing as far as like rushing the passer. That's what everybody was clamoring for. He knows what he's doing. He has the technique. He has a notoriety around the league. I mean, that'd be foolish for the Falcons to bring this man in. Like you said, Great Bit, bring him in, give him a contract and all that good stuff, and say, "Oh, we got to cut you." That right there, that wouldn't make no sense right there. And that move right there, in of itself, I'll get a flashback of last year because I'll be thinking myself, okay, the front office is screwing up again.
It reminds me almost.
And Wallace, I'm with you when you're right on this one, bro. Because normally me and Wallace go back and forth, but the problem with that whole situation was it wasn't social media that just threw that out there. You actually had a viable source. From Yahoo Sports, Sports Illustrated, a few people actually said that because they were saying they were predicted to dump him. So when you have people that are credible in that world saying that kind of just starts to grow legs. And me, I believe it when I see it because you don't bring a guy like that in that's got that type of production and just get rid of him. You'd be a damn fool to do it.
It almost reminds me when we went and got freaking the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and Rick Grossman that 1 year to play a half of a preseason game, and we paid like $2.3 million for, and we still regret to this day. So I'm like, no, we better not do nothing like that anymore.
I was gonna say you halfway out the screen, Great Bill. We just saw Bill Goldberg in the back.
Hey, I'm just saying, man.
But honestly, though, Great Beard, when you sit back and think about it, that would be as asinine as bringing in Rasheed Wallace for one game and letting him go. That's really what that would be like. If y'all remember what happened with
that actually happened, number 36, Rasheed Wallace.
And here's the thing: he was in for one game and then he left, going like a thief in the night.
I think Carmelo did the same thing.
You talk about when he got traded to Atlanta. All they did was print it off the jersey and bought him out. That man got paid $23 million to leave. I'm like, wow.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this here. If I can get paid any of that type of money to leave, I'll be fine. I'm good with that. But
Yeah,
But
I mean,
I think that would be. I think that would really be. We already got a black eye for some things in this front office.
Yeah.
With a lot, and especially during this regime so far with Kirk Cousins and a few other things that's been happening. But this right here would really put people in hot water, and literally heads would roll. I honestly believe heads would roll if that happened.
And then you also got to look at the fact that what player would want to come here if we were to do something like that.
You wouldn't be able to get no free agents to come here if that happened.
You would have to pay them. I'm talking about pay them handsomely just to even come here.
I think you'd have to pretty much bring Mr. Magic and the Magic City crew in the locker room to throw some money at this man on top of Arthur Blank's money if they pull something like that. Shout out to Mr. Magic and the city with the wings or whatnot, shrimp, jerk turkey. They got it all.
Best wings in town.
Hey man,
a new documentary from Magic City, the drop too.
Crab legs and all
new
that.
Documentary.
Hey, lemon pepper. Hey man, that lemon pepper
and
wet.
they got the soundtrack coming by JD. Magic City Monday.
Lemon pepper wet and fried. Be banging, bro. Some just
This is what happened when you bring. It's what happened when you bring folks that love the Falcons culture and also love the city of Atlanta together. Because we'll go off in a whole nother tangent. And honestly,
they ain't ready for that type of conversation.
We talk about it or whatever. There needs to, you know what I'm gonna say that I did because we talked about it in the car. We might have to be some historians for certain landmarks in the city, and create a documentary like that. If you get what I'm saying, we'll talk about that later.
Boy, the landmarks going through my mind right now. Historian, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, but getting back to the football side of things, we got to cut up a little bit, but so. The next question I have for you guys.
I see you, Will.
What other pieces do the Birdz need to be a Super Bowl contender? Not a playoff team, a Super Bowl contender. What pieces do you guys think that we need? I'm going to let Debo start first, K-Dub, Graybeard, then myself. Go ahead, Debo.
Yeah, for sure, man. I just think I think the pieces are there, bro. I just think the offense top notch. I think the offense is going to do their thing and be a very formidable offense and something to be feared, something to be reckoned with, particularly in the NFC South, bro. This defense has to work in cohesion, and we're going to find out pretty quick how fast the defense can work together. If we get this defense to work together, under Nate Ollie, and under Jeff Albrecht, and just how they can work in cohesion. And again, man, we had the pieces. We had a piece from last year, man, the Caden Ellis's, and we tend to forget about the individuals who were here last year. But we're excited about the fancy new toys that we have. We're excited about it. I get it. But you guys, we have guys, who are with us right now who can, be formidable pieces to help this defense out, to get us to that hump to be a Super Bowl contender. If we can get, and I know I keep saying if, but when this defense can work in cohesion with Jeff Albrecht, with Nate Ollie, Jerry Gray, etc., and on the front end, as far as like the defensive line is concerned, that's why the whole thing about Leonard Floyd, that'd be crazy. Because if we just needed last year we didn't have closers as far as like getting to the quarterback. We got to the quarterback, we didn't close it. If we had a half second more, we could have got to the quarterback. Well, now we have closers, bro. It's particularly with the guys that we drafted. So you look at the guys that we drafted, and James Pierce Jr. and Walker, Jalen Walker, and then you got guys like we still have Ebiketie. We got Caden Ellis, of course. That's on the front end. The rotational guys that we have. TQ Graham and Katavius Street, stuff like that. We keep the defense fresh. So if we can actually find that right there, bro, then I think we will be a Super Bowl contender. Because we talked about briefly a little bit ago, who's going to stop this offense?
and then, like you said, if you add Justin Ross to it, good luck.
Right.
Okay,
but that's to answer your question, bro. To be a Super Bowl contender, if we can get that defense together, bro, I definitely think we can make it happen.
But there's a piggyback off what I was saying earlier. I kind of already spoke upon it. I just feel like we need more receiver help, and and more depth in the back end in the secondary, just depth, not really starters, but just depth. Can never have enough secondary help, never have enough cornerbacks because teams like to throw 4 wide, 5 wide, get creative out there with the passing game. We just need bona fide great defenders out there to go get that ball back and get that thing back to MP9 and the rest of that offense and Bijan and the rest of the guys on that offensive line and let's go. You score more than the other team, we're gonna win. That's all I know. So get the ball back as many times we can to that offense and let Mr. I forget our offensive coordinator's name. He just slipped my mind. Zach Robinson. Go ahead and let him cook up there in that box, man. Because in his second year, I think you'll see the best of him. He's learned his quarterback. His quarterback has learned him. They've had that filling out process, and I think they're gonna let it fly, man. I think you're gonna see the best of that guy's arm, and I don't think we've seen the best of Penix yet with his arm yet. Oh, no, and he's about to wow some people right now. So I'm just looking for the wow moment, and I'm ready for it. I mean, like I said, I'll be down there in a couple of days. I'm excited. So I mean, I don't have to hold my emotions right now.
For sure. I just piggyback what you said. I did leave two names out. I don't know how I forgot about these guys, man. I'm real interested as far as like the D-line is concerned, man. I'm real interested to see what Rook's going to do, what Rook's going to do as far as and Dorless. Those are two names that we got to look at right there. Now, Kate, to your point, in reference to the secondary depth, I'm really excited to see what Billy Bowman can do as far as and as well as see if Kobe Bryant can make the team, bro. I really want Kobe Bryant to make the team. Yeah. I really want him to make the team, bro. Oh yeah. So the depth is there.
I believe he definitely makes the team. I'm going to put a definite on
so
that.
Yeah. So your point to address your point, the depth is there. I think the depth will be there, and like I said, man, how they gonna work, along with Jeff
I just feel like they need Kobe and some more help. I mean, it's just this the type of league where you got injuries that people go down. I mean,
for sure.
People Knicks, Dings. I just need depth. I need people on the bench. I just need secondary help to win. It don't know what they get into and what kind of spread they want to spread us out. We're ready and we're ready to go. That's all I'm saying. I just want to see us. You had a late signings. Like, I can't believe we got such and such on. I just want something like that to happen. Join on board and let's go get this thing, man.
Well, hey, remember that happened last year.
Yeah,
that happened last year, man. You know what I'm saying? So, with red sleeves, man, and you know what I'm saying, and
Debo, hold on, Will. You literally didn't listen to the question, did you?
No, he didn't.
Because you just sit here talking about other quarterbacks. We said, what do we need to become Super Bowl contenders? We said nothing about playing against teams. Come on, man.
I
know you're passionate. I need you to follow me, dog. Please follow us. Okay. We love your energy. But come on, man. Help us out, bro.
Come on, Pink Slip.
No, we definitely want your insight on this, man. But you gotta follow the topic, bro. We said what pieces do we need to become a Super Bowl contender, possibly, or do you feel as if we're already in that spot? So
I think,
come on, man, help us out, bro. I ain't finna get on like that. He might have missed the question. I need to just make sure he heard the question because I was just looking like, dang.
yeah. I think
I was like, dang, did he miss it?
Yeah, I think we got the picnic. I just think it's just bringing it all together. And to me, that's my opinion. I think we got pieces. I think, you can never have too much depth. So to me, I think we just need to bring it all together. How Penix going to be with being able to have the full offense under his range now. How Garrett Wilson can him and how Garrett Wilson can report. How do we get the defense to finally get pressure under the quarterback and get the third down stop so we can get out the field and put more points on the board? That right there is going to be on Ulbrich. Can he unlock Troy Anderson? Can anybody unlock Troy Anderson? To pay the league?
No, that bro. I mean,
I think they can unlock Troy Anderson, but they got to unlock his behind that P. You might see. I almost cussed. I had to hold that one back. They got to unlock him out of Piedmont Hospital before he touched the field. Because I still think he's still locked up in that room right now, eating that tapioca pudding and that red jello that they got up there with some chocolate milk. Listen, get the boy some goat milk. Get him strong.
No, maybe he need to go to Wakanda and get some freaking vibranium and put around
vibranium.
Something like that.
Get some vibranium. Let me tell y'all something, man.
Go ahead, Debo.
And like I said, man, and Troy Anderson to me is a defensive version or the defensive comparison to Kyle Pitts. Everybody keeps talking about his potential. That's it. Everybody keeps. Oh, if Troy Anderson gets on, the field, bro.
I got to stop you on that one. I got to disagree with you on it. The reason I say this, and I'm gonna give you this, because I know where you're going with that.
Okay.
Trey Anderson is gonna give you 100%. He ain't gonna take a play off.
I agree. I agree. I totally agree with that.
I get what you're saying with the injuries and the potential side. So you're absolutely right about that.
Right.
But what gives Troy a little bit of grace with a lot of the fans is because even though he might still be learning the position of linebacker, this dude gives 100%. And he makes plays.
I agree. That's fair. That's totally fair. That's totally fair.
And I think with him being a special teams guy, making plays, and then he's made plays in big time games when he was healthy for us against the Rams, the Saints. I mean, we can go on about a couple of games when he was healthy.
Correct.
But if he can stay healthy, I think he has a chance. But I don't think he's a linebacker. I keep telling everybody, what have I been saying about Trey Anderson the whole time, fellas?
He's a defensive end.
He a pass rusher, man.
Yeah, he an edge. Yeah, he's an edge.
Don't make him think. Let him just go get the quarterback or play the run. Let him do that. Because being a linebacker, you have to react, and still process everything and still be able to get a 300-pound lineman off you, go get the running back. You still have to drop back in coverage. It's so many things and responsibilities that he has. Like, yeah, he was a quarterback, but you got to understand, as a linebacker, it's a hell of a lot harder when you have so many intricate parts moving and you still got to perform and still make the stop. So I just think that he would be a guy that I would use as an edge rusher and use it in a special teams ace if we're gonna keep him around. Yeah. But go ahead, Debo. I'm sorry. I just kind of that kind of irked me when you say he's like Pitts. I'm like, nah. I respect the dude that's got
one of a kind.
Right? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I totally get that. And that's the historian. That's a great thing about platforms like this, where you got Falcons fans who can, who bring their different perspective. I didn't think about it when you thought about it, about his effort. I just know that he's never available.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said what I said. But I feel you. When this man is on the field, he does give 100%. But playing that linebacker role in the middle, there's a lot to process, bro.
Oh yeah,
a lot to process.
Yeah.
And you're correct, man. If we had him on edge, it'd be a little more better for him as far as like his availability and his performance production for the defense.
I think he helped us in some sub packages, but I just really feel like he's not going to make this team. I've been on record of saying that. I think he gets pushed to the wayside. We got enough linebackers. That's why we brought them guys in. They got amazing speed. You think you're fast? What about that guy from the Raiders? So
I cut Felipe Franks before I cut Trey Anderson. You out your damn mind.
I mean, Felipe ain't making the team anyway.
We brought back Felipe Franks. We brought back.
He's a camp guy.
Listen,
he was not making this team.
He shouldn't be a practice squad body.
I could be. I can eat
crow.
But if they put him at the edge, yes. But we're trying to develop two young guys that we just took. So I'm like,
you can put him in. You can think about it. We need a fullback in the backfield. I'm just saying.
I like the fullback. You know what? I like that fullback.
Think about this. Hear me out, K-Dub. Hear me out, bro. Because I didn't get my chance to talk about my players or whatnot. I let y'all all have it. I ain't get my chance to speak on my players now. Now, y'all ain't finna sit here and just stuff me in a damn locker right now. It ain't happening. No, sir. So let's get to it. I see, before I get to my players, Trey Anderson literally could be a fullback on this offense and open up holes for Bijan. Because he was an offensive player, he has good hands. You saw the hands at the linebacker spot. You saw the speed. you could have packages for him as a fullback, pretty much like we had. What was our old fullback's name that we used to love? Patrick DeMarco. You have a guy that's got Patrick DeMarco-like skills with more speed. That's really what that is. And I think that if you're going to get rid of him, my thing is put him on the offense, turn him into a fullback at this point, because again, if he's not going to make the defensive side, use his offensive skill set. He brings more skill set and more availability and being able to score a touchdown before Felipe Franks does.
Would it go back to what Debo was saying? I mean, can his health, even at fullback, keep him on the field? I mean, like you said, he's been hurt a lot of times he's been here, but I want him to succeed because we took him. We can't just keep drafting these busts and thinking we're a great organization, because we got to have some of these guys pan out. I would like for him to work out. I love him to stay healthy, but I'm just going with the proofs in the pudding, man. Just like Debo said, man, the man is unavailable.
Wallace believes that he's gonna make the middle. Wallace.
No, he ain't making
He gonna make it that middle linebacker. I like it bigger.
Here's the thing.
I like the tenacity over there.
Hold on, wait a minute. The man is learning how to be an NFL linebacker. The man only played linebacker 1 year in college, 1 year, and then he comes to the NFL. He's an outside backer. He is not a middle backer. Size and speed is cool, but when you talk about being able to read a defense, being able to react, being able to have guys in the right position, as well as have yourself in the right position to make the play, he is not a middle linebacker. It sounds nice, but I got to disagree with you respectfully. The man just does not have the gift. It is a gift to be a middle linebacker. It is a gift. If you don't understand that, please go back and study middle linebacker position. Go back to the legendary Bill George, who played for the New York Giants back when the linebacker position was, he played for the Giants and he played for the Chicago Bears. The linebacker position was created during the Chicago Bears' reign of terror when George Halas was even playing. When you had a Bill George that stepped back, that understood, that started that position. Then you look at how it evolved over time. So all I'm saying is this, man. You have to be a special kind of cat to be a middle linebacker. You just don't get to say, oh, I'm gonna be a middle linebacker. No. You have to have the attitude, you have to have the mindset, you have to have the durability, and you have to be dependable. If you're not dependable, you're not a middle linebacker. Period. Yeah. It's middle linebacker is your quarterback of your defense.
For sure. Right. Oh, for you facts.
And the second in command is that free safety and that free safety back there. Yeah. So at this point, and I mean, hey, if he does make it that middle linebacker, cool. But at the same time, we can't sit here saying that for a guy that is still learning how to play linebacker. No, his skill set doesn't fit the middle linebacker spot. It just doesn't. JD Bertrand is more of a damn middle linebacker. Even though he's an outside backer, he plays the wheel position very well. But I don't know, man. I mean, but I understand why.
JD gonna make some motherfuckers know his name this year. This year, JD gonna make people know his name.
I'm just saying. I look at it like this.
That's a bold statement.
That's my thing. Effort is all effort. And giving 100% is always going to keep you on the squad, because guess what? That means you're a special teams guy.
Yep.
So if he doesn't make it on the regular squad, he still can be a crash out on special teams and be very vital to changing the game by not pretty much creating a fumble or recovering a fumble or making a key stop on a punt return or a kick return that could save a ball game. So it's so many ways that can happen. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm in Canada right now. So you know what? My opinion is not like an American at this point.
Oh, my goodness.
Is that what it is? Is that what's going on right now?
It's a couple of days. Oh, Canada.
How is it up there in Canada? Just ask.
Let me stop clowning, man. But But honestly though, I got the clown with that one though. Shout out to all my folks over in America, man. I'm loving it up here for right now. It's really nice up here.
We miss you, bro.
I miss y'all too.
Yeah.
But I got to get my breakaway from Americans for a little bit. I got to get around. I got to get my poutine on. Fries with gravy.
Yes, poutine.
If you know about it, you know about it.
Man,
fries with gravy, yes sir.
Oh yeah,
it's banging.
And in the world hypothetics, just to touch on, wrap up this whole thing about Troy Anderson. At a goal line situation, you put Troy Anderson in running back, who's stopping him?
Exactly. He runs a 4.4, and he's
stopping
about 245.
That's an automatic touchdown. Just saying.
They had him listed there, Wallace, but they didn't play him there. He played more on the Sam linebacker side, and he had packages at the will. They didn't really keep him there because he was still learning the position. You're not going to put, even in packages, you're not going to use a guy that's learning how to be a linebacker. Your middle linebacker has to know everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, true that.
So, but no, I understand. So for me, I'm gonna say this, and then we'll move to the next topic. For the pieces that we need as a Super Bowl contender, I need more depth on my offensive line. I need more depth because we saw that we lost guys last year. We saw that we can get through the season, but we don't need to scrape through the season. If you get what I'm saying, we need to have depth to where if something happens, you plug a guy in there. We still got people that are waiting in the wings that can perform if anything happens.
Right.
And for me, I want a little bit more depth at my linebacking core with competent linebackers and not projects. I need competent linebackers. Been saying this for the longest. Yeah. Terry, you listened when we talked about it. I need you to start going to these HBCUs and giving more of these kids chances at this linebacker spot. If you're not going to draft anymore, start bringing these guys in because you see what you got out of Kadero Hodge. You see what you got out of Chris Blair. You see you got guys that can ball. Guess what? You have a ton of talent that's still around that you can bring in and give these guys chances. You don't have to draft them. Bring one or two in as undrafted free agents. I'm always going to champion for these HBCU kids because, again, my man Kendall Bowler just signed a 3-year contract as an undrafted free agent with the Denver Broncos out of Florida A&M. Mm-hmm. Been talking about him for the last 2 years. Kendall, put it this way, they got a good corner in Barron over there in Denver, but I can tell you right now, if Kendall gets with Pat Surtain, that'll be the best cornerback duo in the league. Book it. And I haven't been wrong about my player evals yet.
No, you have.
And I'm not saying that to be arrogant. It's just when you study the game and you study players and you study schemes and tendencies, you understand how guys fit. And he fits in that Denver defense like a glove. He would have fit here in Atlanta like a glove, but I ain't mad at Kobe Bryant either. I'm happy we got him. I take that all day too.
Man,
so absolutely about that.
For sure.
So I think it's offensive line and linebackers. I like the secondary. I think we can get a couple of more players in. But my concern is my linebacking core and my O-line. My D-line is already stacking up. I ain't worried about that. Mm-hmm. It's the O-line and linebacking core that I'm concerned with. That's just me.
That makes sense.
So last topic for tonight, the Falcons face soaring costs to keep the star-studded offense together.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about Pitts. With the money that's going to be divvied up, how are we going to be able to keep players, keep folks happy, and still be able to put a winning product on the field?
Their front office is going to have to do some of the best moves they haven't done in probably in the past couple of years on trying to keep the core team together. You know they want to keep Penix. Penix is locked. Mm-hmm. Draco is locked. Bijan is locked on the offensive side. Kyle Pickens up in the air. Still, like you said, got to focus on the offensive line, bringing in still added depth to protect our future franchise quarterback. Mm-hmm. So that's a thing. And then on the defensive side, still don't know what we're gonna get with Bertrand and Dorley. That's still coming up. We still got to worry about Herrick and Katie. And then, like you said, the linebacker car still need to be a little bit revamped. Still looking for that other lockdown corner alongside AJ Terrell. I think we might have that with Kobe and probably Bowman at strong safety. So there's just so many elements that with this cap that we're gonna get blessed with, because we're gonna have some money coming into the next year.
Right.
But at the same time, we gotta stop giving these bad contracts out. Kirk Cousins, even though we got him, and I was like, okay, whatever, we got him or whatnot. That was a bad contract.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
To me,
you can't say it's a bad contract because
shitty me.
No, he came in. He pretty much, and I'm not a Kirk fan. Let's put this on the record. And y'all knew this when we got him. I was pissed, but I will say this: you got to call a spade a spade. Take them Falcon glasses off for a second.
All right.
You swept the division champs with Kirk. You beat your hated rival. You had the division sold up. It was incompetence that screwed everything up. If you look at it, okay, we're pissed at him. We don't like how he handles stuff. But let's be honest. The man had us in the driver's seat for majority of the season for the division championship. Take your glasses off. Falcon fans that's in this chat, none of us like Kirk, but take him off and look at what he did. We had the division.
I feel like
we had the division in our back pocket. If he wasn't selfish and would have handed it to Penix and let Penix just ride out the rest of the season, you heal up, you come back and you play in the playoffs, because guess what? You pretty much got us to that point. You had us there. But selfishness and self-destruction within screwed up that season. Because he did what he was supposed to do. He won ball games, close ball games at that, and won them at the end against teams and games that we should have lost.
Philly,
Tampa Bay. I'm just saying.
You're right.
Our defense gave up the draws a few times this year. And they were supposed to be the strong point. So it's not all on him. Then you got to get on your head coach for pissing away an opportunity to beat Washington in their home with timeouts.
Yeah.
So if we're going to put blame on this team and we're going to say this, you have to be accountable all across the board. It's like having a shootery. You got your salami, you got your cheese, you got your crackers, you might have your fruit here. Guess what? All this stuff sits on the board and it fills it up. All the mistakes and all the BS that happened, from Raheem's incompetence to Kirk's foolishness to all of this, it filled up, and the defense giving up the draws and front office bungles. Guess what? It filled up the shootery board. So again, if you're going to call a spade, please, let's call a spade, and let's be honest about it. Take your hearts out of it. Get your feelings out of it, ladies and gentlemen. We're not touchy-feely here. Call it for what it is. We screwed up from internally all across the board. Stop just putting it on one man.
I agree with that.
Call a damn spade a spade.
I got you.
No more talk. Your turn.
I mean, even though we did sign, but going across the board looking at other contracts, it was a good contract, man. And we all after this year, so they were going to move the Penix anyway when they selected him. We just moved up the win a little bit closer, like the historian was saying, expound on that. He did win us games. We blew it. We had the division, so I feel like it was a well invested investment. And it just didn't pan out the way we wanted to. But now we look, our future is now, and let's build upon this young guy and move forward and let him hold that clipboard tight until we can get you out of here.
Yeah, for sure. And the thing about it is, in reference to the question up right here, how do we keep this star-studded offense together? The priority right now has to be Penix, Draco, and Bijan. So they got to get their money. Now the question is, has to be a little will it be a little give and take in reference to Bijan? I mean, reference to Algier and reference to Kyle Pitts if he's still here. If either one is still here, will they take team friendly contracts? That's the question right there. Well, and if we can get them to do, and hold on, man, Kyle Pitts, you don't want to see someone's downfall. I pray this man balls out because at the end of the day, he could be a legit weapon for us. If he balls out, will he sign a team friendly contract? Tyler Algier, he's a perfect number 2. He's a perfect 1-2 punch with Bijan. Will he take a team friendly contract, and will he say, "Look, I'm out"? So that's the questions that we got to ask. But priority right now has to be Penix, Bijan, and Draco, without question. Yeah. They got to get paid. Fortunately, the cap is going to be way more friendly for us next year to do something in reference to that.
Agreed.
And that's the.
I mean, like I said, everything you said is spot on, man.
But my issue is this: if we're gonna have this money and we're gonna have an honest conversation about it, it wasn't a waste of money because he came in and he did what he was supposed to do. The idiot mistakes he made, that's on him. We weren't supposed to do that. That wasn't supposed to happen. But guess what? It did. At this point, it's like you being in a bad relationship. Guess what? You got to get through it for the kids until it becomes to a point where you split. Right now, you're legally tied to this man. Nobody's taking it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if somebody decided to trade for him, cool. But right now, you got the highest paid backup in the NFL. And knock on wood, if anything happens to Michael Penix Jr., that's who you're going to. You're not gonna go to a rookie that hadn't played. You're not gonna go to an undrafted free agent that's just on the practice squad. That's who you're gonna go to. Yeah. So guess what? At the end of the day, it's gotta look. We can feel the way that we feel about him. You can boo him. You can say what you want. But ladies and gentlemen, the man is gonna be here for one more year before he gets up out of here.
Yeah.
It's just
he may have to come off that bench, and
and I pray he don't have to come off.
I'm just saying, Penny may have like a hurt thumb, missing the game or something, and that man coming in.
And here's
got the best backup in the league.
Here's the thing. And you know me, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be the devil's advocate. Everybody knows Penix has an injury history. Everybody knows this.
For sure, absolutely. Yeah.
We still got McGarry on the other side of that line. God forbid he has a bad game like he did against TJ Watt, and you got somebody in there that's beating on Penix. Eventually, people break down. You can be strong as hell, but people break down.
That's a concern, bro, because I just realized that because McGarry, he's the right side, right tackle, right? So he protects his blind side now.
Yeah. He say.
No matter how quick they release,
they both about the same. They both came out of university. They came out of Washington together. He said, "Look, I got him."
All I'm gonna say is this: no matter how quick that left hand release is, no matter how much of a fallacy you have, guess what? Your back is turned to the right side.
Right. Yeah.
Your back is turned. So guess what? You don't see what's coming. You can try to anticipate, but you don't see what's coming. So this is why I'm saying at this point, it's a sticky situation all the way around. I'm praying that Penix don't get hurt.
Right.
Because now you got to go back to this dude who was whining and complaining on the documentary. And not just that, you got to go back to him at that point, or God forbid he's done for the season. Yeah. I'm not praying for that, and I hope that does not happen because if that happens, that could be the worst scenario for this football team.
It's just a National Football League. I mean, these quarterbacks miss a little time, like maybe one game or 2 games.
I ain't talking about one game. I see what you're trying to do. I said season-ending injury.
Oh no, hell no, we don't want that.
No. That's why I'm
knock on wood.
For the 2 games.
I'm speaking a lot of wood.
I'm speaking on McGarry missing that block, and think about it.
Oh my God!
You can go back to what happened with it made Kurt Warner a legend, but Trent Green was that dude. Trent Green was nice.
Yeah, he was.
Rodney Harrison got blocked into Trent Green's knee, and he was done for the year.
Yeah.
Freak accidents happen. So again, I'm praying that Penix stays healthy, he balls out, and nothing. And if he has anything being minor, just a little ding here and there.
Right.
But nothing major, because at the end of the day, you still got that man on the side. He's still getting paid good money. And he still got to come to work and perform if anything happens.
Great.
And as you said, what if Penix stinks up the joint?
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's still a possibility.
Yeah.
I've
we
seen
get back to that?
I've seen some people prognostic.
I believe he's gonna be
that.
great, but I'm tempering my expectations because this is like his rookie year.
Yeah. Almost like a
What's going
joke.
on, Big Wolf? Hey man, y'all check out Wolf respectfully. Definitely does some great content.
Wolf.
See, here's my thing.
Going on, Wolf.
See, Wolf is unadulterated in the realistic opinions on some things. See, this is why me and Wolf get along, because I'm gonna say some stuff that's gonna step on toes. Wolf is not just gonna step on your toe; he gonna hit you with a garbage can, just like Quick niggas at Harlem Night. Wolf gonna hit you with that trash can lid. I'm telling you. Y'all tune in to Wolf's channel, man. Check in Wolf respectfully, man. Y'all gotta definitely check it out. He definitely brings up some great topics, and he speaks on things like we do, but he's a little bit more raw and uncut with it.
No, he is raw and uncut.
Yeah, he raw and uncut. I like Wolf's perspective, man.
And y'all check out the piece that he did for the lady bird who was arrested during the Dallas Cowboys game. He was there.
He gave her.
Hey, no, we was there.
Yeah.
We was at that game. That's the bad part.
Yeah.
And when she got arrested at, she wasn't that far from when I came out of the bathroom or whatnot.
Yeah.
He was in cuffs, and I said, "What did she do?" But like Wolf said, make this lady get these people her money, or get these people their money back, or if she doesn't give them their money back, give her butt some time. It's just what it is.
Oh yeah, she getting time. That's right.
But all I'm saying is, man, this has been an exciting show. I've enjoyed it with you guys. I want to ask y'all one more question before we close this thing.
What's up?
So, with training camp around the corner, we got football coming up in less than 60 days. And with everybody's expectations are high, realistically, how do you guys feel about Raheem being in charge now, where he's had his mulligan year last year? That was his mulligan. If he doesn't get this thing together, who do you see coming in replacing him?
Well, hopefully it doesn't turn. It doesn't get to that. But there is no more excuse. You wanted pass rush. Terry went not one but 2 fifths again and got you two people that can possibly get the pass rush jump started. He brought you in somebody that you know in Jeff Albrecht as your defensive coordinator, because y'all can get your defensive mind and get the defense on track. They giving you everything and then come. It is no more excuses.
And that's the reason I'm saying, and that was the reason I asked that question.
If we're not a playoff team, he gone.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the whole regime going. They'll clean house. They'll bring in, some of these organizations like they got rid of Tony Dungy, brought in Chucky. So I mean, you've seen it. So I mean, you don't want nobody to go win with your players or the guys that you built and brought in. So I mean, I don't want to think like that, but it could happen. I've seen it happen in the NFL. I'm a realist, and it can happen. So, but I pray it doesn't happen. I want these guys to succeed. I like the direction they're moving in. I hope he's gotten over his blunders and can call timeouts in a timely fashion.
What about Steve Wilk?
And this will make it bad. He did that more than once this year. He did it 3 times this year.
Yeah, he blown a couple of times. So,
and that's why I said for you to be a veteran head coach, I get the direction. We like what we're hearing, but you can't make a ranked amateur mistake like that. You can't.
Yeah,
you can't do that. When
that's
the
why I
game
say,
is on the line like this,
you need to hire that
mistakes like that.
A game management coach, a game management manager. Do what you need to do, sir, because you will be out of a job, and the rest of your crew will be out of a job also. I don't think no one will be spared once they start cutting heads, because right now, I mean, you're trying to sell season tickets, and those tickets are not cheap. And for you to do that, you got to win football games. We were tired of hearing the rah. I mean, what else can you do? You drafted a Georgia player. You went out. You've done it all, man. You spent the money.
Right.
What else but you can do but win games, man? That's the only thing that we want to see is winning football games and winning a championship, and at least getting close to where we feel like you're going to win a championship, because we've been close. We haven't been snipped the draw. So we need to do better, man.
Hey,
just got to do better.
This man said sniff
the draw.
Listen, you talking about sniffing draws. He trying to blow in some draws of winning. That's what he's trying to do. But listen, you can't listen with all that hot air or that ego that he got. He should be able to blow in some draws of winning. But apparently he can't do it because he been having draws with skid marks in them with a little funk with it. Just saying. Can't blow in no clean draws like that. Just saying.
Skid mark. No.
That's all I'm saying.
No.
We ain't even stepped them yet.
Golly.
Trying to get close to him.
Hey man, we gonna go ahead and wrap this thing, man. So we definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. But our special guest, Debo Vibes. Hopefully, this won't be the last time you tap in with us.
For sure, bro.
We
For
definitely
sure.
enjoy having you.
Good stuff, my guy.
Tell the folks where
man.
they can find you and pretty much what channel you have, so we can help you out with that.
Hey, first and foremost, man, Historian, K-Dub, Graybeard, man, I've had a blast, man. I appreciate y'all having me on. It's been a good conversation, man. Great conversation with fellow 11 Falcons fans, man. And, hey, man, y'all been some gracious hosts, man. And I had a blast tonight. And like you said, man, hopefully it won't be the last time, man. Y'all some cool dudes, man. Thank you so much. Now, you can find me on my YouTube channel, Debo Vibes. It's Debo Vibes on YouTube. You can also find me, on Debo Vibes Me. That's where me and my twin brother have our 90s show. Every week we have a 90s show. We discuss topics in the 1990s, culture, music, sports, all that. Just this past week we talked about the 1990s Miami Hurricanes. We had on John Michaels from 680 Fan. He was with us, man. So we had a good conversation with that. So yeah, definitely, man, check us out every Tuesday at 7:15. That's what we do it. And also, man, check my foodie videos out, man. I go around the South Side sampling some South Side cuisine, and it's really try and give shine to the smaller restaurants out there, man. Let people know, hey, you know what I'm saying, take the time. Instead of going to this particular joint, go to Took's joint, go to Took's Family Barbecue or something like that. And support our own, man. So I do that, man. Debo Vibes on TikTok, Debo Vibes on X, the real Debo Vibes on Instagram. And check your boy out, man. I definitely appreciate it. And also have a show with T Will every Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday. We couldn't do it today though, but definitely tomorrow. I'll be on T Will's channel, man, for my ATL Sports 1. Check me out there, bro. And man, it's been a blast, bro. And hopefully it won't be the last time y'all have me on, man.
Yeah, T Will. We need you in the cage, I know you're doing your thing on Thursday nights or whatnot, but we'd love for you to come in here on a Thursday night and vibe with us, because we've been running this slot for years, my brother. We definitely are going to support you, and we definitely want you to do your thing over there, but we would love to have you in on a Thursday. Because, like I said, man, you do great work over there, and we would love to have you back in here and whatnot, so we can cut up and do our thing and whatnot, talking Falcons football. Because T. Will's another great content creator. He does his thing over there, and he's definitely multi-talented with not just doing sports. He also does movie trivia and different things like that. So y'all check out T. Will. Debo, appreciate you coming through, my brother.
For sure.
Good luck this weekend on your show, and I'll definitely be tuning in, waiting for the next restaurant, my guy.
Oh, it's coming, bro. Trust me.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
I got you.
As for the magnificent Birdcage crew, another show in the bags. We appreciate y'all. I appreciate you guys for tapping in out of your busy days or whatnot. And last but not least, and never least, the fans. We thank you for tuning in tonight and actually giving us your time for about an hour and 19 minutes. So we definitely will see you guys next week, and got some bumper to bumper coming for you maybe this week coming up. Somebody hit me up in the DM and was like, hey man, what you doing? Where you at? I'm on vacation right now, man, with the fam. So I got to get it right. So y'all be blessed. We'll catch you next Thursday, 8 p.m. You either get right or you get left. Ghost.